Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. I want to see how we can look for chart, whether we can get the trade or not. First things, if we refer to our analysis in my last video, since the price was exactly within this, we mentioned we're looking for continuation, and I mentioned the target we're looking for. The levels, the first level was 46300, following by 51. As we can see, the price almost reached 46. All right, near to what we were expected. But the only thing is we didn't have any update. And one thing I need to highlight here, as we can see, the way the price was moving was really corrective. And usually, whenever we have this kind of the movement, including the divergence, we can expect the price to drop. That's why this is what we get. Because if we refer to our analyzers, whenever we will get this kind of the move, we have the experience mostly is following by the sharp move, either up or down, and mostly we can expect the price to drop. Okay. Anyway, as what we expected, we see the continuation, almost the price near to the first target we have been looking for. Now we want to see first level. Now we want to see whether we can expect to see the breakout of this level and how, what is the next. All right. Anyway, we don't need these lines anymore. We move with the to daily chart. All right. And as we can see, based on the daily chart, we broke this correction. And the only question is whether we can look for continuation or not. Okay, because if we refer to the my last analysis in the based on the weekly, I mentioned still there is a possibility this one turn to as a reversal or correction in relative to this. That's why I mentioned if we want to look for buy, we need to see the breakout of this level. Anyway, right now we're looking for continuation on what I'm expecting. Even if this is the start of the up move, it should give us one more drop, at least similar to what we get here. That's why if the price reach this zone, mostly I'm expecting to get the correction similar to what we get here for continuation. That means if we want to see the continuation and if this is the start of the up move, at least we need to get one more drop similar to what we got here because we're looking for the flats. All right, this is what we're expecting and how we want to look for trade and what we have based on lower time frame. And if we move to forward chart, still we have a divergence. If we put this stop relative to the previous stop, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. Since we have the forward divergence, if we want to look for trade, okay, that's why I mentioned as what I mentioned based on the daily chart, I'm expecting to get one more drop. That's why if we want to look for trade, we need to be quite careful. And right now, the way we are looking at the chart, this is the first move, and we can consider this one as a flat, and this is the last move. If we want to consider this one as a first correction, last, that means this one A, B, C, inflowing by a divergence, we can expect the price to drop. All right. And mostly when we refer to the three-wave structure with the divergence, the next down move is the price should retest the previous low. But right now, I'm not looking for this. And what I'm expecting, even we have a divergence, I'm expecting for continuation to give us one more drop similar to what we have here. Then in the bigger picture, we get one more flat for continuation. Why I'm highlighting about this? That's why if you want to look for buy, as long as the price haven't break this zone, mostly we can expect to get one more drop similar to what we get here. That means if you want to look for buy, we need to be quite careful. And even if we want to look for buy here, we have to wait at least for the flag or the correction. Simply, we cannot buy. Even if I move to 1 hour chart, it will be more clear. Even if we refer to what analyzes, since the price was within this exactly here, I mentioned I'm expecting to price reach 246 300, which right now it's reached 46. We didn't have really good trade setup within this. Even if we bought from here, there was a possibility to look for buy. The only way was to put our entry above here. And as we can see, mostly based on a strategy we use, if the price is not moving within 2 hours, we are not going to keep the trade. That means we didn't have any trade within this, unless anyone bought from here. Anyway, we didn't have any update for this part. And right now, what I'm looking for, as I explained, if we want to look for buy, we need to get the correction here. And any trade from here, we can see any sharp move flag, we take the trade and we consider as a short term. As long as we get into the profit, we start to manage it. Because as I explained, based on forward chart, we are expecting to get one more drop because we're looking for the flat. All right. And even based on 1 hour chart, if we put this stop relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we have a divergence. That's why we need to be quite careful if we want to look for buy. And as long as the price haven't break this zone, Mostly we are looking for one more drop similar what we get here. Okay. Anyway, right now, simply we cannot buy. If we get the correction of flag here, then maybe from there we consider to look for buy. And right now we want to see whether the price can break 46,300 or not. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. And if I move to forward chart, still I'm expecting for continuation. That's why for if you want to look for buy, we need to wait for the correction, and we should be aware. Mostly we can expect to get one more drop similar to what we get here, as long as the price haven't break this soon. This is what we are expecting. Okay, because as I mentioned, if we want to look at the chart right now, this is the only flat we got. And if this one turns to three waves structure with the divergence, that's mean ABC, we can expect the price to drop. And technically, if we refer to Elliott wave, the next down move should be to retest the previous low, but we are not looking for this option. The only things we're looking for continuation, one more drop, deeper correction, at least similar to what we get here for continuation. That's why if we get any deeper correction similar to what we get here, then from there, any opportunity for buy for the long term is good for us. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.